Bro, whenever I walk outside, some goofy things happen. And I'm not complaining, I guess, because it gives me more content and more stuff to talk about. Yesterday, I literally went outside, so I wanted to eat. It was like noon. I was gonna go eat at Burger King because I've never tried Burger King, and I heard it's bad, but I gotta try it at least once in my life. So I go there, right? It's like a 5 minute walk. I go to Burger King, and I order on those screens, and I'm done ordering, and I'm just waiting by the counter for like the people at the cashier, the register, to like give me my food. And some other guy walks in, and he's wearing like a nice leather jacket. And he lines up behind me. He's like, "Oh, you go first." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm just waiting. Like I'm just waiting for my food. I've already ordered." And he's like, "No, I insist." I'm like, "No, no, no, I've already ordered. Like I'm just waiting." He's like, "No, no, go ahead." I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm not sure. Like he spoke good English, so he definitely understood me. Then we're just waiting, and we're just sitting around. He looks like he wants to go order at the cashier, and he's waiting for me, but I'm just waiting for my food. But he looks at me, and then he's like, "I forgot the onion rings." I'm like, okay. Like I said fries, but I meant onion rings. I'm like, okay, I guess. He's like, "Oh, you can't forget the poutine either, with a lot of cheese." I'm like, oh yeah, and then he tries to like make conversation with me or start a conversation. I'm not really sure what's going on because I don't know this person, right? So I'm just nodding my head, kind of smiling, being polite but not too polite, I guess. But anyways, that happens. He goes up. Eventually, I think he realizes that I'm not ordering. Like I already ordered. He goes up to the cashier. He tells them the exact same thing that he told me. Like I forgot the onion rings. I meant onion rings, or not fries. And the cashier is like, she looks Filipino or something. She doesn't speak that good English, so she says something to like the lady behind that's actually cooking the food and getting it ready. And she's like, oh, like one order onion rings. But this guy has no cash or something. And at this point, I'm like, wait, is this guy homeless? Because he had a nice leather jacket. So I didn't think he was homeless at all. But anyways, he goes up and he like reaches into his pocket and starts like counting the coins. So at this point, I'm like, maybe he is homeless. And then he talks to the cashier, he gives the money, right? He pays. And he's like, oh, make sure to get this young man's order first. Like he was here before me. I'm like, oh, thanks, I guess. He starts looking at the menu again on like the screens above the cashier. What is a bacon burger? I'm from Trinidad and I don't know what those are. And I think the cashier didn't understand him. So then he's like, I'm vegetarian, at least trying to be. Bro, this guy like ordered onion rings, and then he's about to order a bacon burger. Like, but that's not vegetarian. Anyways, that happens, and then I get my food. I had to wait a while because like the onion rings took a while to get prepped. Then I grab my food. The lady, the cashier's like, "Oh, order number like 30 or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And then I walk out. As I'm walking out, the guy tries to fist bump me, but I'm like walking out already. So I just give him like an air fist bump, and he's like, "See you, have a nice day." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, see you." And he's like, "God bless you," whatever. But I don't know why like that guy started talking to me randomly. I have no clue. He's pretty nice. He did not look homeless. Like this guy had nice clothes on. So I'm not sure what was going on.